So tonight I'm coming to y'all with my poetry book called Living Life Through Poetry. It's available on barnesandnobles.com, amazon.com, lulu.com, Kindle, ebooks. It's available everywhere. And I'm going to do some poetry on this channel because my live poetries were done on my oldest son's channel. And so I just want to share with y'all. So the very first poem that I performed was called # The World's a Mess. And I did it at Living Faith Tabernacle. So I'm going to read it to y'all tonight. # The World's a Mess. I stay woke. No dreams. Close my eyes and my mind is buffering. Computer age has our youth and elders social media suffering. God doesn't have a Facebook page, and yet it's still your friend. Yet everybody rather look for likes more than look for love from him. # The World's a Mess. You are all made in his image, yet you deny like, am I? Trust, you got it backwards. God tells the truth more like, I am. Life is not a program, that's a fact. You can't download. Faith and worry don't mix. Stop being app controlled. What would everyone do if the web was to fold? How many would know what to believe for themselves instead of being told or sold? # The World's a Mess. Smartphones have people recalling foolishness, things that are not so smart. Status always mentioning their whereabouts, how they stress, how someone dress, advice that don't apply, showing every single thing they buy, racial remedies, they frenemies, makeup tips, lips, hips, seeing how many they can get with. # The World's a Mess. I'm not saying that I'm better than any of you, yet what I'm saying is that everything on the internet ain't true or about you. Just be sure when you're checking back on how you live, make sure your history doesn't show the devil got more likes than you did. # The World's a Mess. So that was my first poem. Ooh, ooh. Let's do the snaps. If y'all like that poem, comment down below. I'm going to do 4 poems tonight. And I want y'all to rate them. Or comment down below what was your favorite poem. So that first poem was called # The World's a Mess. So the second time I performed, it was at, can't remember, Soul Lounge. It was something Soul Lounge, I believe, poetry night. And I took my friend Andrea with me that particular night. And I performed a poem called Projects. So here goes, Projects. I grew up in the projects with piss in the elevators, drug dealers on every corner, gangbangers and killers on every block and school. I grew up seeing women getting beat by men, death on the sidewalk, and bums all around. This was the life in the projects. My aunt would give me color money to buy Chinese food. Y'all remember that? My mom's fell victim to drugs and her surroundings, but I vowed that that won't be me. I am not my circumstance. I am destined for greatness. I will get out of here. I will make something of myself. This was life in the projects. I grew up knowing no one owed me nothing. I grew up knowing that I could have died in these projects. I grew up to the victim of the mean streets of rapists. I was a victim, but I grew up though. This was life in the projects. I vowed to give my children more, to remove them from this crazy, poverty-driven environment. No room for excuses, no room for playing games. We had to grow up, and we had to grow up fast. Who was my role model? Who I looked up to? No one but God. This was life in the projects. So, of course, I grew up in Patterson Projects in the Bronx, 141st Street and 3rd Avenue. My grandmother had that project over 50 years, and she's no longer there. at this moment, 2020. My uncle moved her into North Carolina. So where she raised all of us is gone. And so when I go back to New York, it's going to be different. Because that was kind of all we knew, you know. But yes, people really like the project poem. So y'all rate it down below. Comment down below. All right, so the third poem I performed was at Apache Grill. Apache. I said grill, excuse me. It was at Apache, famous spot for poets. It was the first time I went there, and I was like, I'm going to do a sexy poem because I've never performed a sexy poem. Everything I've always performed was like deep and serious. So I was like, I was going to try something new. All right, so here goes. She yearns you. Her body feels butterflies every time she looks into your eyes. She craves you like desirable thoughts that flow through her head, burning on fire, never to go dim, exhaling to the pleasures of life that God had made between man and woman. Her appetite for you is like a good breeze on a hot summer night. She loves how his lips taste sweet, soft, fulfilling, just right. She yearns you. Her soul feels like it needs to be fed. Only with you can she not feel hungry. Only with you can she quench her thirst. Only with you can she ambitiously learn to accomplish more. Only with you can she see herself wanting more and more. She yearns you. Her fingers ran through her clitoris. She squeezes her breast. She imagines her face. She moans. She bites her bottom lip. She keeps going, imagining deeper and deeper inside her, imagining you sucking on her neck, grabbing her ass, squeezing her thighs, pulling her hair. Damn, the climax is just mind-blowing. She yearns you. She yearns you. When I performed that live, I was so nervous. But it's like a freaky poem, but it's like good, quick, to the point. So y'all rate it, comment down below. All right, and then the fourth time I performed was for Christmas. And it just was for like family and friends. I had like a little gathering. And so this one is called Courageous Queen. It takes a village to raise a child. It is so true. So many single mothers to our Black brothers. Don't let it take over you. You are a courageous queen. Some days you think you can't make it. Some days you think you can make it. Some days you wish they would have been in your life. And some days you feel so blessed to have what you have in your life. They make you scream all the while making you laugh. They make you stress all the while covering you as you rest. They make you feel like a courageous queen. Because you are a Black, beautiful, courageous queen. We are their mother, their teacher, their nurse, their cab driver, their doctor, their chef, their maid, their bank, their role model, their emotional cover, their biggest fans, their tutor. The list goes on and on and on. But we even their fathers now. Can we really raise men? You are a courageous queen. Even when you doubt yourself and you don't believe that you could do it. Even when they say they hate you, because as a mother, you have to be their mother before their friend. Always remember, you are a courageous queen. Even when they think they know it all and they can't learn anything from you, always keep advising till your face turns blue. Never forget what you have done for them. They will never, ever forget. Always remember that you are a courageous queen. So that's for the youth. Let's get some snacks. That's what we do in the poetry world. That's for the youth. It's called Courageous Queen. It's basically uplifting the parents, letting the kids know parents aren't going to live forever. So always, always cherish your parents. Even if it's just one parent. But if it's both, you're blessed. Know that you're blessed. And be humble and grateful about that. But if you're not with two parents or don't have two parents, always, always love and cherish the one you do have. And so those are my 4 poems. So we have The World's a Mess. We have Projects. We have She Yearns You. And we have Courageous Queen. So those are 4 out of 31 poems in the book. It's a daily read for 31 days. It comes with Bible scriptures inside as well. And a daily inspirational quote. A lot of people bought this book. I sold over 500 copies of this particular book because it's only $10. And people really, really enjoy this book. So, again, you can find it on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Lulu, Kindle, ebooks. It's everywhere in stores. And please comment below. Let me know which was your favorite poem, which one you like, dislike. I mean, hopefully you didn't dislike none of them, but just comment down below, rate it for me, and I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.